What if I told you that the next home you rent or try to buy might be owned by one of the largest private equity firms in the world? In today's episode we're diving into Blackstone, not BlackRock, Blackstone, and how they're reshaping the rental market one neighborhood at a time. Now, this isn't conspiracy, this is real data, real moves, and a real shift in how housing works in America. But when one company starts buying entire communities, some folks are asking, is this just business or something deeper? So who is Blackstone? Let's be clear. Blackstone is a private equity powerhouse managing over $1 trillion in assets. That's right, with a T. They've been investing in real estate for decades. In 2021, they bought Home Partners of America for $6 billion. That took control of nearly 17,000 single-family rentals. Then in 2025, this year, they've acquired Tricon Residential for $3.5 billion, snagging an additional 35,000 homes across North America. Now, you may not see the name Blackstone on a sign or a lease, but behind the scenes, they're everywhere. Your neighbor might be renting from them. You might even be competing against them for your dream home and not even realize it, right? So Blackstone now owns or controls over 275 rental units, right? So ranging from suburban homes to mobile parks to even college dorms. Now, their playbook is strategic, but that's what happens when you have the money, right? They target high growth cities with young professionals. Dallas, Phoenix, Tampa, Charlotte, Atlanta, goes on and on, right? They're upgrading older properties to justify higher rents. They're building entire neighborhoods of just pure rentals, also known as build-to-rent communities. They've poured $17 billion into property improvements. Some call it revitalization, others call it gentrification on autopilot. But here's where it gets interesting. Some of these communities aren't just built for rent. They're built never to be sold to individual buyers. And that's the play. Now, how is it changing the game? This shift is creating a tale of two realities, right? Tenants get modern homes, professional service, even concierge level amenities. But buyers, especially first-timers, are boxed out of entire zip codes. They're getting outbid. Now, here's where it tips into something bigger. When one corporation owns thousands of homes in multiple cities, when they can set rents with algorithms, when they partner with hedge funds, REITs, and even pension plans, it starts to feel less like a housing solution and more like a housing monopoly. Now, I tend to side with the latter, but some critics argue, right? Blackstone is helping reshape society where fewer people own and more people rent from according to Wall Street. But that's not the future, is it? It seems like it's more about control. And here's just a thought, right? Because if home ownership is how families build wealth, who profits when that path is cut off, right? So there they are, leading the charge in that. So why does that matter? Because the U.S. is short of about 4 to 5 million homes, despite what the market looks like right now. This is just in totality, right? So builders can't keep up. Affordability is slipping, and Wall Street sees that gap as an opportunity. So Blackstone alone is helping fund over 100,000 rental units right now. So what exactly does that mean? We're looking at more renters, fewer owners, more profit-driven landlords, less local control. So whether you're an agent, an investor, renter, or future homeowner, this isn't just real estate anymore. This is about power and access. Here's the million-dollar question. Is Blackstone solving the housing crisis or quietly owning the crisis, one rental at a time? Now, you decide. Drop your thoughts in the comments. I want to hear your take. Do the usual. Subscribe, like, share with someone who needs to understand what's really happening behind the real estate headlines. And I'm just curious to see what you guys think. I'm not sponsored by them whatsoever, but this is my all-time favorite coconut water. This is Herman with Market Talk Monday. Thanks for joining. Until next time, Stay sharp, stay informed, follow the money.